Hey friends, hope you're well. MacBooks are really versatile machines, especially ones with an M series chip in it. And as capable as it is straight out of the box, there are amazing Mac accessories out there that take your MacBook from good to great. I've bought and used likely more than 100 Mac accessories over the years. And in this video, I want to share with you just 14 worthwhile Mac accessories so you can get the ones that actually matter and avoid spending on accessories that aren't so worthwhile like I have. Most of these accessories are pretty affordable, but I have included some more pricier premium stuff here too. But overall, I've made sure to include all sorts of accessories to suit all sorts of wallets. The very first accessory is something to protect your MacBook, because as soon as you leave home with it, you're going to need something to protect it. So I use both a leather folio and a sleeve, two separate things, and let me explain. If I don't need a bag and I'm just working at a cafe, for example, I'll just bring this leather folio with me. I'll stuff in my pens, notepad, and charger and just carry it with me, and I'm usually good for the day. If I'm traveling with a backpack or something like that, you want to avoid the zippers. They've scuffed up my MacBooks in the past, so I like to slip the MacBook into a leather sleeve and then place it into my backpack. This one here is a bit more of an expensive sleeve from Walnut, but you can get sleeves like this one for like $30 off Amazon. And as with all the other accessories in this video, I'll drop a link to them below for convenience. And there's nothing more annoying than a dirty laptop screen filled with fingerprints and dirt, so a cleaning cloth is a really important accessory. Just remember though that most laptop screens are pretty delicate, so you want to get specific screen wipes like this Zeiss Lens wet wipe or a microfiber cloth, which actually clean up greasy fingerprints rather than just spread it around the screen. Believe it or not, this one here is Apple's official polishing cloth. That's what it's called, and it's a little overpriced at $19, but it's surprisingly, or maybe not surprisingly, the best cleaning cloth I've used. It cleans my MacBook display in a single wipe without water or a solution. Totally not necessary though. A microfiber cloth is more than enough, but great to have one handy. If you rely on your MacBook to get things done on the go, which is most of us, then a power bank is such a great accessory to have. You might be thinking, well, can't you just bring along your MacBook charger? But I cannot tell you how many times there was no power outlet in sight, and that's where power banks come in clutch. This one is Ugreen's 145 watt power bank, and it has a massive 25,000 milliamp capacity. So that means I can charge my MacBook Air 1.5 times over just from this single power bank. And it brings it to a full charge from 0 to 100% or almost 100% in about 90 minutes. You can see here there's a few power outputs, and this one here has 100 watt output, and all three combined have 145 watts of power together. And for the fellow travelers out there, this thing is air travel friendly as long as you remember to carry it on and do not place it into your check-in luggage. It's one of the few power banks that have a LED display, so I'm able to see just how much juice is left right here. But yeah, power banks for MacBooks, convenient, portable, and has saved me plenty of headaches. There is a good chance your MacBook's internal storage is under 1 terabyte, which really isn't all that much these days, especially if you work with large files on your local drive. So the next essential accessory has to be a solid state drive, an SSD, which are both reliable and blazing fast in data transfer speeds. The two SSDs that I love is SanDisk's Extreme Pro V2 and these Team Group's M200 disks. Both technically get up to 2000 megabytes per second transfer speeds, but there currently isn't a MacBook that supports USB 3.2 Gen 2x2, so speeds hover more around 800 to 1000 megabytes per second, which is still really fast. This one's a 4 terabyte drive, so it quadruples my MacBook storage, and it's a must because I edit a ton of 4K video. Just don't forget to use a compatible USB 3.2 cable or even a Thunderbolt 4 cable, which is backwards compatible, like this one here. Otherwise, you'll be throttled at lower transfer speeds because the cable isn't able to handle it. And this small thing is only $20 and has been a great buy too. It's a 30 watt Nexode GaN Charger, GaN Charger, however you want to pronounce it. And it's also from Ugreen. This is a great replacement to the included Apple Powerbank brick, which is not exactly small. It can be a pain to carry around if you don't plan to bring a bag around with you. This charger I'll just slip into my pocket. It's a load more convenient, and there's the added benefit of it being a Nexode gallium nitride charger, hence the name GaN, but yeah, excuse the scientific terms. Gallium nitride chargers basically supply the exact amount of power to your MacBook when it needs it to give it a more efficient and faster charge. Plus, there is less heat generated since it's a better conductor of electricity than silicone. I feel like this is a bit of a science class right now, but yeah, it's a fun fact for you to know. Just a heads up though, this one's a 30-watt charger, so the trade-off is a slower charge to 100%, but I think Ugreen has plenty of other compact chargers with higher wattages if you need it. So I'll usually carry this Nexode charger with a USB-C cable with me if I'm going out for the day with just my laptop in its sleeve, or if I'm properly traveling, then I'll obviously take the full charging brick with me. Next up is this tiny little thing here. It's simply a USB-A to USB-C adapter, and this thing has saved my ass in so many places where there was only the USB-A output, and frankly so many places only have USB-A, from hotels to public charging spaces and planes. So I just plug this adapter in and I've got a USB-C connection to charge my phone, accessories, or the MacBook itself when I don't have the charging brick with me. And you can get these for just a few dollars off Amazon. Who doesn't like impulse purchase prices? And I don't know if the next one is an accessory, but a good wallpaper is always a nice to have to show off your MacBook and personality. This one here is a bit of a shameless promotion of my wallpaper bundle pack, Iridescent. It has a bit of grain for texture and it's in full 8K resolution, so it looks extra crispy when I hook it up to an external monitor. I'll drop a link to the wallpaper bundle if you want to check it out too. And you really want a laptop stand for your MacBook of some kind when you travel or even work from home from your MacBook directly, so you can get the screen away from you and use keyboards, a mouse, and get your neck and posture in a better position. So I find that stands are a must. This one here is the 12 South's newer Curve Flex stand, and I love this one because it's completely adjustable in height, screen position, and you can fold it all the way down and it becomes a really compact portable accessory you can take with you anywhere in this really nice carry case as well. But yeah, if you plan to do any serious work from your MacBook directly, get yourself a laptop stand, and best of all, this one here is only 80 bucks, which is well worth the investment if you ask me, but there are plenty of cheaper laptop stands out there. And speaking of working from your MacBook directly, we need a mouse and a keyboard, and this is the Razer Orochi V2, a portable mouse for portable MacBooks. I've shown this mouse plenty on this channel, and it's one of my favorite travel mice that I have. What I like about the Orochi is even though it's extremely small and light, it does not sacrifice on performance. It has 18,000 DPI, so it's just buttery smooth when using it. And the double AA batteries give me 950 hours of use over Bluetooth before it needs to be replaced. I also have the Magic Mouse here, but it's just not as good, and it's one of the rare few Apple products that is more on the clunky side of things in my opinion. I much prefer the far more affordable Orochi, which you can get for like $50 these days. Let's not forget about the keyboards. So I have two that I connect to the MacBook and alternate between. The first is Apple's Magic Keyboard with Touch ID, absolute design masterclass of a keyboard that's full-sized because I personally find the number pad useful for touch typing. It also has the Touch ID button here for quick logins and using Apple Wallet to pay for things. It's really quite convenient. And the scissor switch keyboard is quite responsive and is a joy to type on. Does anyone remember those butterfly switches these days, or are they a long lost memory? Because they were pretty bad. Obviously, the Apple Magic Keyboard is a big keyboard, so if I need to take a keyboard around with me to work off the MacBook, I go with the Keychron K3 Pro. This set me back $95, which isn't too bad considering it's a brilliant keyboard that was released not that long ago. It improves on the already great Keychron K3 with a better polling rate, so it's more responsive to type on, and since it's a mechanical keyboard, the typing experience just sounds magical and feels magical. Just take a listen to this. Okay, so one of the best, most used Mac accessory I love has to be a Thunderbolt 4 dock. This one is the CalDigit TS4, and paired with a monitor, it'll transform your MacBook into a desktop setup. So I've personally never found the need for an iMac yet. I'm sure there's uses for it, but I mean, this MacBook in a docked setup, terrific. Just hook it up via one USB-C cable, and not only does my MacBook get charged, it opens up 18 extra ports of connectivity, everything from extra USB-C and USB-A ports to DisplayPort 1.4, Ethernet, headphone jack. It basically turns it into a desktop beast. If I'm not working off my MacBook remotely, it's always plugged into a Thunderbolt 4 dock. And yeah, the CalDigit TS4 is really expensive at $400. Yes, you don't need to get this one. Most Thunderbolt 4 docks will do the trick, but yeah, give it a go. It's one of the best accessories to transform your MacBook and workflow, in my opinion. As you can see from the many Mac accessories that I use, I need something to carry them in, and this is where an EDC pouch comes in. I have a few here. These are from Bellroy, Harbour London, and just simple budget ones from Amazon for like $15 to $20. There's a load of room to store stuff in here. Like you can see here in the Bellroy, I pack my essential SSDs, charger, and essential cables. It's great for, you know, when you want to have these all in one spot, grab it and take your MacBook, and then I'm good to get work done from anywhere for the day. It's very convenient and, again, essential that I like to have with me. There is one thing that I've yet to mention, which is a pair of headphones or earbuds, an absolute must go with your MacBook. I use the AirPods Max all the time when I'm just working from home. They're insanely good, but they're also insanely pricey. I'll have to say, go with the AirPods Pro 2 for $250 and save the money. They're so much more compact, much more affordable, and sound absolutely amazing with the H2 chip on MacBooks. I use these all the time when I go out with my MacBook. Now that you've got your Mac accessories all sorted, check out this video here to get your Mac app sorted. It's a video where I share some of my favorite must-have Mac apps. And if you made it to the end of the video, comment the code word gadgets and I'll give it a like, and comment your own favorite accessories too. I personally love reading all your suggestions and finding new recommendations in the comments. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.